Hey YouTube, Razigosu from Team Sleeveless here, bringing you a deck profile for Red CCG from Tokyo Ghoul. This is the build I run with. I've had relative success with it. Haven't come in first place yet, but the matchups have been pretty hard at my locals. So here is the deck profile for you guys. We're running 4 of the zero-cost Juzo, 4 of the zero-cost Kotaro Amon. They're just your standard zero-cost raid targets, nothing special. We've got 4 Hideyoshi. He's your typical zero-cost draw 1, discard 1. I've got 2 copies of the 1-cost Juzo. The reason I don't play more is I just really cannot find the room for it. And the card is not a trigger, so we try to keep those limited. I've got 4 of the 1-cost Kotaro Amons. They are your searchers. Check your top 2 for a CCG or your AP restand. And they are also your deck's color trigger. So, pretty straightforward 4 of. I've got 4 of the 2-cost Juzo from the promotional pack in the starter deck. The full art card art is amazing for this card, as you can see. It's just another raid target. It's got impact. It's a pretty good card overall. Our 3 kits, we run 4 Akira Matos, double energy. They've got a draw 1, discard 1 if you've got 4 or more CCGs on the board, which by the time you're playing her, you realistically probably should have. And she also allows you to restand one of your Kotaro Amons who have used an ability this turn, which a lot of them do. So it works very well with the deck. Next up, I run 3 Kotaro Amons, 3 costs. Again, they are double energy generators, nullify impact, and you can also tap them. And if you have 8 CCGs on the board, you get to give, well, you get to give 2 characters 1,000 regardless, but if you have 8 on board, you get to draw a card as well. I only run 3 of these because they are not trigger cards. This is one of the cards I'm considering going up to 4 of eventually, but I just have not rearranged the deck profile in a little bit. We run 4 finals. I find in this deck, discarding the finals more often than not, just because I value having character bodies in my hand as opposed to getting extra actions. We run 4 special triggers, and these special triggers are pretty strong, actually. I can target 1,000 for every CCG on the board. So if I have a full board, I could technically destroy up to an 8,000 target, which might actually be relevant when Attack on Titan Volume 2 comes out. I run 2 EWOW Kuroiwas. They're double blocks and nullify impacts when I have 4 or more CCGs on the board. This deck does run a lot of active triggers, so if you can get an active trigger on top of this guy, 7,000 double block, it is actually really strong defensively. Doesn't happen too often, but when it does, it's really nice. I run 4 of the 4-cost Juzo Raid. If I've got a full board, you can play this character for free. It's a ridiculously strong move. Additionally, he's got a special trigger ability, which hits for 500 for every CCG I've got on the board. So it can hit up to a 4,000 on the opponent's front line. It's really good having those extra special triggers in the deck. I run 4 of the Kotaro Amon Raid. When you play him, you get to draw a card, and you can switch him to resting on the front line. You can draw another card, and you can also remove from play one of your finals, and you can restand another AP. So it's sort of like your finals could be worth up to 3 action points with this guy. Additionally, this is the ability I mentioned earlier that Akira Mato can restand him. So it's really strong. And finally, I run 3 of the 12-cost Kisho Arimas. They're kind of like my finishing play. I like to drop my characters as soon as I can, as often as I can, just so I can get to a full board. This guy gets reduced by 1 cost for every CCG I have on the board. So if I have 6 or 7 CCGs on the board, he plays for 5 or 6 cost, which isn't really too hard to get to. Additionally, he has an Activate Main ability where if I've got a full board of 8 characters, I can give him Impact and Damage 2 for the turn. And he's 5,000 body, so all things considered, that is a very strong card. He has a Get trigger, which is part of the reason I don't run 4 of him, but additionally, I just feel like 4 would be too many, because there are times where I just cannot drop this guy. I just don't have the energy, or I don't have the board presence. And then we run 3 action point cards, because every deck needs to have action point cards. And one of them is a Juzo, because it's relevant to the deck. The other 2 are just what I've got access to. And that's the deck profile. So, like I said, I've had pretty good success with it at my locals. I definitely need to get more plays with it before the rare battle next month. But that's the deck profile. If you like this, we're gonna post more. We're starting to get a Discord together. Team Sleeveless is planning on hosting box tournaments on our Discord server online, and we should be getting that together in a couple weeks here. So if you like this kind of content, please feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll be posting more videos.